Lego Movie Video Game 2 walkthrough part. Oh, I could count, but I'm not gonna. So we are inside of this temple, and we have to keep unlocking a couple of these things down here. So all we have to do is use our wand, and for this first one, we just have to paint all the bricks on the right side there. So this was actually useful where the colorblind option came in, because there's probably 6 colors up there, but I can only discern 3 of them. So I don't really know what the point of having the different colors here was, because just shooting those bricks with bright red worked. I don't really know what that was about. And then later on, I'm pretty sure that the colorblind, I don't know, maybe the setting just makes it easier, because I'm pretty sure I picked the wrong colors coming up here on the other side of the temple, but it worked anyway, so we'll see in a second. But I do like how when I'm scrolling through the colors, at least it says like bright red or less bright red or whatever it is. Maybe it does that even without the colorblind option, and if that's true, then I don't really know what difference the colorblind mode made, unless it just made this part easier, where I literally didn't have to match the colors at all, which is fine with me. But anyway, here we'll want to paint this blank brick, and we can also pull out the scanner and scan these if we want to. For some reason I thought that I had to do that, and I was like, oh wait a minute, no, I don't have to do that. And keep in mind, if you do plan on playing this game more, just go around scanning things. You'll get tons of pretty cool objects you can build in your home worlds if you want to. So once we get that painted, we're going to see this line filling in, and you're supposed to match the color here, and I just kind of picked bright blue, even though I don't know if it's blue or purple, and it worked. And that one I'm pretty sure is red, and that said reddish brown, so I'm like, that's probably not right, so we'll go with bright red. And then that one could be yellow or green, so I just picked yellow, and that worked. And then this one, I'm smart enough to guess that that's probably not yellow, but I picked bright yellow again, and it worked. So I don't know. Maybe it is the same exact color. And this one I thought was maybe purple, because it would make sense if the other one was blue. But I picked blue and it worked again. So I don't know. Maybe they're the same colors, or it just let me do that for whatever reason. I'm not sure. Either way, it works. That's all we got to do, and then we can open up the stairway to the temple now, because we finally are going to get the Angry Sun, which will be the kind of second relic looking thing that we'll need to finish up this temple. And of course, this world would not be complete without a boss fight, which is in fact coming. And I do like this upcoming boss, although it's a little bit strange. It's kind of a weird boss. It's a very creative one, but it is a fun one. Okay, so once this is opened up, we'll want to take care of the very annoying squid swamp things, and we can pull out the Doom Fists to do that if we want to, but they don't really do any more damage than your regular fists. And then we'll just want to paint the box in a couple different places. You should only have to hit it a few times, and then it'll open up and give us the second relic. And with that done, we can either go down into the temple and climb out the other side, or just go on the surface here, and we'll want to run on over to our good plant friend and talk to him. So he's all happy we gave access back into the haunted village. Then we can jump on over this wall and head on over to the direction of the village. I'm just trying to take a look around, make sure I don't see any immediately obvious master builder bricks, because we do in fact still need 3 of them, and I think there's one over here that I can go get. I can see it on the mini map there. I don't know if it's easily achievable. Maybe it's inside. Yes, it is inside of this hut here. We'll just have to switch to the danger fist and break it open. For some reason I really wanted to murder that lamp, so with that dead lamp we can get our other master builder brick. Now remember, you do get those bricks from the quest, so if you are 1 or 2 short but you still have a quest to complete in the world, you should be fine. And I think I only collect 1 more, but that might even be too many. I think we still get 2 more master builder bricks by this point. So we walked by our Velociraptor with our jetpack and missile launcher friend, and then we can walk on up here to where there's no return inside the gate. And of course, by walk up there, I meant that the game is immediately gonna jump you to a cutscene and do that for you. So this is the second giganormous boss we have to fight, and he's similar to the first one. We're gonna have to do something to temporarily disable him, climb up his enormous body, and then damage a couple of flower petals on his insides. I believe we only have to do this twice. Maybe we have to do something 3 times, but I said with the first boss that was really the only real boss that you had to attack 3 times, and it felt like every other boss was kind of like, well, you could fight him 3 times, but they decided that was too much because these boss fights are pretty slow and there's not a whole lot of anything else going on. Again, it's not really clear as to why the heck we're fighting these guys or why these massive bosses are even attacking us. So we want to get this weird looking fruit painted up, and once it's painted enough, it'll grow spikes on it. This really reminds me of Super Mario Sunshine, where there's the giant Boo boss, and you have to throw peppers onto his tongue to get him to overheat so you can spray him down with water and damage him. And I don't know, this just reminded me of that. And then it made me sad because I really want Nintendo to make an HD version of Super Mario Sunshine, but I am well aware they're probably never going to. I don't think they've remastered a single Mario game yet. They've remastered Zelda, but I wish they would do a Mario game. Starting with Sunshine. Anyway, we will do it with that fruit, and then we have to come on over here and do the same thing with the second fruit. So I do think we only have to attack him internally twice, but it's still going to be a little bit lengthy because we do have to climb up his very, very massive body, and it's a little bit different from the first boss when it comes to climbing up him. We'll see that in a second. Now it seems there's maybe kind of a time limit on these fruit. I don't really know because that went away, and it's never done that before, and it's never done it again with these fruits. So I don't really know if I just hit it too many times or if I waited too long. I'm not sure, but I thought for sure it would happen again here, but it didn't. So I don't know. That was a little bit odd, and I hit it way more times here than I did that first time. I don't really know what happened, but anyway, once we do that, it'll spike up. The boss will eat it, and then we'll finally be able to do some actual damage to him, because he still hasn't learned from the first time that he ate the spiky fruit. So we'll see his giant tongue lolling about down here, so we'll want to run on over and jump onto it once it lets us. Just push A once the option comes up, and jump up, up, and up. Then we can jump on over here onto his tail once it, once again, lets us, right there. And then we'll just want to wait again. And you really just want to be patient here, wait so you don't accidentally fall off. I don't even know if it is possible to fall off here, but if it is possible, I'm sure it's annoying, so try it, just make sure you wait so you don't fall off. And then wait for this to slide on over, and jump up again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and then we'll want to wait for that to pass, although it looks like that didn't really do anything to me weirdly. Maybe it took a heart out, I don't know. And then we'll see the familiar whack-a-mole that we saw from the first boss, and we'll just want to punch the darker colored ones until 4 of the flower petals fall off. Once the 4th one is gone, the boss is going to knock us off back onto the platform where we were before, and the cycle is going to continue one more time, so I believe I am correct where we only have to hit him internally like that twice, although that was still on his head, so not really internally, but you know what I mean. So we'll just want to paint the final fruit that comes up, or 2 fruits, I can't really remember. One thing I thought was cool was how when his tongue comes down and blows up the houses here, they grow back right away. Like, that was one of the coolest things I've ever seen, and it's just such a weird, jarring effect in this game where there's so many cool stuff that they came up with, but they put it in this game. Like, why does all this stuff... I'm hoping the next game has these awesome, ambitious things that they added, but it has all the familiar stuff we're used to with LEGO games. I'm hoping it's just a one-time thing with this movie, because... but anyway, paint the fruit, make him swallow it, which he'll do on his own, climb him again, and take out the final 4 flower petals, and that'll be it for this boss of this world. And I don't think there's a whole lot more for me to say. There's a few more things you'll have to do afterwards, but it's pretty straightforward, so I will see you in the next video.
Okay, so after defeating the giant, crazy monster thing, there was nothing that could stop us now. Don't know why I forgot to mention that part before.